Hey guys, Butler Bulldog Bill here, and this is my re-upload video of the Butler Bulldogs at University of Wisconsin Green Bay Phoenix game that took place last Saturday. And I know today's Friday, and it's kind of late to put up the video, but I had actually tried to do so on Monday, like I'd promised. And let's just say it didn't go so well. I tried to record the video. The only time I had a chance to do it was while I was on the road to my fiance's house. I had just gotten off work, and I was going to record the video as I was driving to my fiance's house. Hoosier Lists, Casual Gamer Reed, Big Vol Daddy, those super fans of YouTube also have done videos where while they were driving, and it didn't go so well for me, not because I got in a wreck or anything. I actually was a little safer, I think, than those three. I wasn't holding the camera. I kind of set it off to the side. But what actually happened was that the quality didn't turn out quite right. My voice sounded like I was possessed by a demon or something. It was kind of strange, but I'm actually going to upload that video of how it all turned out later, and you guys can get a good laugh out of it, because it is sort of funny. But if you guys want to make fun of it, that's awesome too. I'm cool to take a joke, unlike some people on YouTube. No big deal. But anyway, as far as the Butler at Wisconsin Green Bay game is concerned, it last Saturday, I predicted it was going to be a close game, and it was basically within 5 points either way for most of the game. Butler had the lead for a lot of it, and then with about 2-3 minutes to go in the game, they fell apart. And Wisconsin Green Bay won the game 80-68. There were three guys that Butler just had a hard time trying to stop in the game. First of all, you got Brendan Kugel. Okay, let me explain this guy to you. This guy is like a freaking fullback in football. He's not very tall, but he's a stocky kid, and he's got the body of a fullback for a football team. And this kid comes in here, and with the heftiness that he has, and he's not as tall as some other players, this kid could jump, and he dunked on Butler, and then they left him wide open for three-pointers for a lot of the game, and he was just draining them. I don't understand why they didn't have a guy on him. I've watched Wisconsin Green Bay play this year, one game against University of Illinois Chicago, and Butler should have been paying attention. This kid can hit three-pointers, as he did in that game and as he has done in other games. And Butler just, for whatever reason, decided to leave the fat kid wide open, and he made him pay for it. So Brendan Kugel had 21 points for Wisconsin Green Bay. Alec Brown of the Phoenix had 19 points of his own. And then there was this other kid on Wisconsin Green Bay. His name was Kiefer Sykes. He had 14 points. And this guy was a freshman. He's a super, super talented freshman. And I have a lot of respect for the kid after what occurred to him during the game. First half, he was in a loose ball collision with Butler's Jackson Aldridge. Aldridge's tooth went into Sykes' head. Aldridge lost his tooth on that play. Sykes ended up getting his head busted open to the point where it was squirting blood all over the place. He left the game, came back in later, and just was hitting shots like crazy on Butler, especially in the second half. Second half, he came in, was hitting shots. He had to come out of the game again because his head started squirting blood once again. He actually had to change his jersey because he got blood on his jersey. Comes back in, starts scoring some more points, making Butler look stupid. And once again, he has to come out. He hit a shot and got fouled on the play. We're supposed to go to the free throw line for the foul shot, and when all that occurred, his head got reopened again, and he started squirting blood all over his jersey and everything else again. So he had to leave the game. He actually had to go to the locker room, and they put some type of black tape around his head to keep him from bleeding, making the blood exposed. and he looked like he was wearing a Nelly skull cap, which is kind of funny because the commentators were calling him for the rest of the game. They were calling him Kiefer Nelly Sykes because of the resemblance there. But he was just all over Butler, as was Kugel and Alec Brown, and Steve Baker for the Phoenix had 10 points. Sykes, not only did he have 14 points, he had 7 assists. So Butler, they just had trouble. They let 4 guys get into double figures. As for Butler, they had 3 guys go into double figures. Roosevelt Jones led the team with 16 points. And Ronald Norred had 13 points. Eric Fromm and Krishan Hopkins had 10 points each, so they had 4 in double figures. The thing is you know, it happened again to Butler. You know, inconsistent play within a game. They weren't hitting their shots down the stretch. They've gotten to a slump where they just couldn't hit anything, especially at a point in the game. There was about 8 minutes to go in the game, and Wisconsin Green Bay came up empty on 4 consecutive possessions, and Butler was down by 5 at that point, and that was a golden opportunity, especially on the road. When an opportunity like that presents itself, you've got to take advantage of it. 4 consecutive possessions of no points scored, and then Butler goes down and has 3 consecutive possessions of no points. So that really killed any momentum they could have built. They finally did hit a shot to cut it to 3, but then Wisconsin Green Bay just went back down and hit a shot, and they were on fire after that. Butler tried to resort to 3-pointers to cut the deficit. Wasn't working, and they had to eventually start fouling Wisconsin Green Bay. Like I said, it was a close game, but up until that point where they had to start fouling and start shooting threes, which they missed, that's when the game broke open there in the last couple of minutes. And that's why they won by 12 points. Another thing about Kugel, this kid, I was telling you, the fat kid, 3 of 6 from 3-point range. And Alec Brown was 9 of 10 from the free throw line. These guys were hitting their shots. And I don't remember if there was like something big going on for them, if they were honoring something, I don't know. But they were wearing their throwback jerseys from the 70s during the game. And their crowd got them all fired up for this game, and they came out ready to, you know, take it to Butler. Everybody wants to take it to Butler because of what Butler has accomplished the last 2 years, you know, with dominating the Horizon League, with making back-to-back trips to the national championship game. Butler is the mid-major that everybody wants to beat, especially their Horizon League foes. And Wisconsin Green Bay just brought it. It was a pretty decent game by them. Butler, I was disappointed in the effort. They've got to figure out their shooting problems. They're just not scoring points consistently. But, you know, those things happen to a young team, and we'll stay hopeful that it can get turned around in time for the Horizon League tournament, which is February 27th, I believe, is the first day of the tournament. So that'll be their last opportunity, so they better get something going. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, or comment on my videos, as Casual Gamer Reed would say. And go Big Blue, the real Big Blue, Butler Bulldog Blue. Have a good one, guys.